Hello everyone and welcome back to Soul Stained Ink. My name is Beth and today I'm going to be doing the final of my recommendation videos for you for the moment, and that is adult reads. So I'm going about this recommendations video a little bit differently. I have a couple of books that I have not finished reading yet. In fact, I'm not even halfway through either one. However, I'm enjoying the writing style and the storyline, and I've heard a lot of good things. I want to share that with you in case it might be something you would enjoy. The rest of the books are ones that I've read, reread, purchased after getting from the library, things of that nature. And I think that you should have that level of love in your life as well. So let's get started. The first couple of books I want to talk about are the ones that I have not completed yet. So the first up is The Young Bride by Alessandro Barrico, and this is a translated fiction book from Italian. And this is basically the story of a young bride and her moving in with and learning about this really odd family in Italy. And so it was, like I said, originally in Italian. It has been translated to English. And if you are looking to add some translated fiction into your life, this story is quirky and weird and in a very generalized way how I imagine Italian men to speak to each other as they're sitting under the shade trees drinking wine, mid-afternoon, rest time kind of deal. And the narrator is actually the young bride, but that's just a very generalized feeling of how I think Italian men would act. Anyway, it's interesting and I think you should check it out. And then the other one I haven't gotten very far into, but think you might enjoy, is George R.R. Martin's A Game of Thrones. Today is the 23rd of July when I'm filming this, and that's the day that we have started our read-along, so I'm 15 pages in, I think. I've gotten past the prologue. I'm enjoying his style of writing. I've heard enough about the storyline that I think it's going to be enjoyable, although I have been told that George R.R. Martin is a right murdering bastardo, so, we'll deal with that when it happens. However, between the people who've watched the show and read the books, I've had several people telling me I need to hop on this train. Two of my best friends have told me multiple times that I need to be reading this, and so I am finally reading this. This week we're going to do 100 pages, and right now we're looking at 100 pages of the story per week. So I will link it up down below and up here. So if you want to join in the read along, you can, or if you just want to go to the Goodreads page and chat about it with us, you can do that too. Now let's move on to the books that I have read and loved and think you need these in your life. The first one is Tim Baker's Fever City. This is published by Europa Press in their World Noir selection. And this is a thriller noir type book set in the early 60s. So we've got, I think, 61, 63, and 2014. And it focuses on different political uh, happenings like JFK's assassination and a big kidnapping for somebody who kind of holds a lot of money and power. And then the man who is researching all of the conspiracy theories, hoping to write a book, and how everything connects. It is really well written. It is amazing. I don't typically read these kind of books, and I was hooked and loved it the entire time. You should definitely, definitely check this out. Next up, I've got The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I read this as a kind of buddy read along type deal with Akos and Elizabeth from Lizzie Faye Reads Books, and just a lot of lovely people, and it was absolutely wonderful. The discussions we had on it made it even better, but even if you're not reading it with someone else, I think that the beauty, the emotion, the evocativeness of this book that is magical realism and fantasy and just absolute beauty all rolled up together it's going to be enough for you, I promise. Of course, there were things I didn't enjoy about it, but I think I wound up giving it a 4.75 out of 5 stars. So that is definitely something you should pick up. If you haven't read it yet, I don't know what you're doing. Go pick up The Night Circus and read it now. See how pretty that is? Love how pretty that cover is. Finally, I have the Outlander series by Diana Gabaldon. I only own the first two. I have Outlander and Dragonfly and Amber. I am looking to pick up the rest, don't worry. I've read the first four, and I'm really looking forward to rereading and moving on through the rest of the series and the little side series that she has going on. So yes, these are great big old huge chunkers of mass market paperbacks. This one is 850 and this is 947 pages, but they are so worth it. And the original covers, I mean, come on, gorgeous. The movie cover's not bad, but this, it's gorgeous. Right, basically we are following Claire, who has stepped through some standing stones in Scotland and been transported back in time from 1945 to 1743. She is spotted, captured, kidnapped, whatever, and forced to marry a Scotsman named Jamie Fraser, and that is just the beginning of the story. There is political intrigue, there is a lot of historical knowledge that has to be shared, there's magical realism, there is romance, there's intrigue, there are burly Scotsmen in kilts. Yeah, there are. You should definitely check this out. Yes, it is a big series, and every single book has a lot of pages. And they're not huge print or weirdly set. No, they're regular print. They're regular pages, but they're so worth the time and effort it takes to read. Diana Gabaldon really did her research. These books are as historically accurate as they can be, being kind of a romantic fiction type of deal, but they are pretty historically accurate. They have some amazing tidbits in them, and the characters and storyline are wonderful. You should definitely, definitely be checking these out. So those are some of my favorite adult series. I purposefully did not recommend to you some of my absolute all-time favorites because they are fantasy series you would have heard me and several other people gushing about always, like The Lord of the Rings. I'm not going to be recommending those to you. I'm going to leave that for some other time. But for the record, you should read those too. But that's not a recommendation. I'm not recommending them today. Okay? I'm just recommending the books I got done recommending just now. Just want to make that clear. Now that that's settled, I'm done recommending for you. If you have any adult recommendations that you think I would enjoy reading based on what I've just recommended to you, or if you have any other comments, any links to your reviews or blogs that you want to put down there, go ahead and fill up that comment section. Let me know what you think and what you've got, and I will see you guys again very, very soon. Please don't forget to give me a big thumbs up if you liked the video. Subscribe if you're new. Bye.